In 1914, the American photographer Edward Curtis produced a melodramatic silent film called In the Land of the Headhunters, an epic of love and war set before Europeans arrived on the North Pacific coast. The first feature film with a fully Native American cast, it starred non-professional actors from Kwakwaka'wakw communities in British Columbia, people already known for their spectacular visual art and dance, as well as their resistance to assimilation. As our new book argues, rather than documenting Native life in 1914, Headhunters documents a moment of intercultural encounter and creative partnership between Curtis and the Kwakwaka'wakw who were performing his scripted tale of their historical past. Headhunters played nationally, and the gala premieres in New York and Seattle were accompanied by an original orchestral score claimed by Curtis to be based on Native source music, which is now thought to be the earliest surviving score for a silent feature film. A critical success but a financial failure, the film was soon lost and largely forgotten. In a great stroke of luck, a badly damaged copy was discovered at Chicago's Field Museum in the 1960s, likely rescued from a movie house dumpster. The museum preserved it as a record of Aboriginal life on the Northwest Coast, without realizing its historical significance to the development of modern cinema. Until now, the only version available was one edited at the University of Washington in 1973 from this fragmented copy. Retitled In the Land of the War Canoes, and synced to a new naturalistic soundtrack, it was promoted as a documentary film, even though this genre did not exist in 1914. Libraries and private collectors came to hold early film scripts and posters, while clothing and dance props ended up at Seattle's Burke Museum. Following recent archival discoveries and community consultations, a collaborative team led by the editors of this book worked with the Kwakwaka'wakw to present a newly reconstructed version of the film, now available on DVD and Blu-ray, that features long-missing footage, restored color tints and intertitle cards, and a performance of the original musical score. Although still incomplete, it is now possible to get a sense of what audiences in 1914 would have seen and heard in theaters. Our book, Return to the Land of the Headhunters, brings together scholars and artists from multiple fields to offer accounts of the film's production, reception, and restoration, Kwakwaka'wakw views on its depiction of cultural practice, and innovative theoretical perspectives on film genre, indigenous agency, and colonial modernity. Returning to Headhunters with fresh eyes, we argue for a reappraisal of Curtis's larger body of work, and a way out of the critical deadlock that is limited analysis of his photographs and film, largely by ignoring the motivations of his Native subjects and partners. By adapting traditional ceremonies for Curtis's film, while refusing to play the vanishing race, the Kwakwaka'wakw retained embodied cultural knowledge despite the Canadian prohibition of the potlatch, and they made a vital contribution to the development of the most modern of commercial art forms, the motion picture. Return with us to the land of the Headhunters.